What are some pieces of technology or just tools in general that you rely on in order to seamlessly blend the different themes that you have going on? Because I mean, you got the food, you got the tech consulting, you touched on a little bit. You're in event space as well. Of course, you're in Bridgeport Arts Center, so I imagine art is kind of pretty prevalent at base.
Yeah.
So, what helps you as a cafe owner balance all that and blend it all together?
I think just like there's a lot of different tech service, technology companies out there that I think help us. Our day-to-day operations, like we use Square, and I think Square is actually like at first I think that like I had my kind of grievances with them in certain ways, and just a lot of companies will be like, hey, because it's payment processing, obviously, so it's like what is the best rate and stuff like that. But I think the back end for Square is really interesting, and I think what they're doing is pretty innovative as far as like being a payment processing company that also offers you the ability to kind of do accounting, the ability to do their online web store, that they have a collaboration with Webly on. Like I think it makes it so that as a business owner, I think you don't have the time, right? Like a lot of times it's got to work, and it's just got to work well, and the learning curve has to be quick. Like it needs to be streamlined, and I think Square did a really good job, which was kind of interesting to me, just the way that they were able to kind of tie all those things in together, and to do it in a clean way, aesthetically too. I think that their design, their templates for their online store part is kind of is just easy to use. I think most people can figure it out pretty quickly, and so there's that side, which is like our day-to-day operations. And then like the event space side of things, like we were on like things like Pure Space, like Splicer, or I mean Spacer, or whatever it may be called. I think I might be butchering the name, but we use that a lot too, so people can find us there. And like it's like one of those things where you don't need it until you need it, and it's an option for people. But I think, to be honest, like we've done a lot of different things when it comes to marketing, and even like Google AdWords, Facebook ads, Instagram stuff. But I really think a lot of it just has to do with the actual local community, and it's the best referrals are I think still like word of mouth. Like I think those referrals like mean a lot, and providing great customer service to people in person, or even remotely. I think it's just like building a relationship, because I think in business, a lot of people are like business is business, it's not personal. But I think business is really personal, and I think it's one of those things where you want to provide a service, and you want to build a trust with that person, because that's why they'll come back to you for years to come. And I think that's with the food industry, with any industry in that way. But I think it's trying to get people to understand that, hey, like what I'm offering you is not just the service, but what I'm offering you is a relationship, right? That we're building this rapport with each other, so that you understand what it is that I do, and that I understand what it is that you need. And there's an exchange of money through that, obviously, but really it's like, how do we build long-term relationships?